there's been a lot of teasing for this new Ultimate Jason figure from Friday the 13th.
Ooh.
I know how you feel about
What was the old Jason? He was an Ultimate?
no, see, that's what they're doing. They're putting out a bunch of Ultimate figures. So I think I could rattle them off, I think, for you. I think they have an Ultimate Jason Part 2, Part 3, Part 4,
What makes them Ultimate?
Part 5, Part 6. They have one from the 2009 remake Ultimate figure. There might be another one. I don't think they've done 7, 8, and 9 yet.
So it's like from every movie.
I think that's what their goal is. I don't know if that's written down anywhere. That's what they're trying to accomplish, but it looks like they're trying to get a complete Ultimate line out there.
Okay.
Now you asked what Ultimate was. Ultimate is, fully articulated, highly detailed action figure with way more than you need accessories and swappable hands, heads, what have you, just to essentially make the figure really cool, really versatile, and I think ultimately to shut everybody else up who's just like, why didn't they include this? Why can't we get this? Why did you choose this weapon? It's all there for you. And I think that's really cool, and I can really appreciate them doing stuff like that.
I love that that's what it's come to. It just shuts everyone up because people that collect this stuff are so particular, I would assume.
Absolutely.
That they're so deep into these films that they need the exact replication of whatever the figure has. And if they don't have, that doesn't meet their expectation of what it should be, they're going to get so mad. And these toy companies just have to be like, here's everything, just shut up, here it is.
That's the world we're living in now, man. That's becoming a standard.
It's nuts to me.
And I think it's just cool. I mean, it's been out for a while where it's just like here's the figure, you can alter the figure in whatever way you need to alter it. Like, remember that Ultimate Chucky doll that came out where it's just like it had 4 heads. It's like, whatever you want to do with Chucky, here it is. You can do it all. But it's one
sure
figure.
There's still complaints though.
There's complaints because people are just like, there's all this stuff with it that it's just gonna sit behind it that I'm not using.
So that's the complaint.
that's turned into those kind of complaints.
Oh my god, these places can't win. I'd be bashing my head against the wall if I had to work at one of these places and cater to some of these collectors.
So I'll get back on track here. They put out a Part 5, A New Beginning Jason already. Okay. Now
but he's not Ultimate.
He is Ultimate.
Okay, he's Ultimate.
But it's Part 5, and I don't think you know off the top of your head that Part 5 is a movie where Jason ends up not being the killer.
No, I don't know that. I think I'm like most people, and I do not know what happens in each individual part of Friday the 13th.
All right, relax.
All right, I'm just saying.
Okay, so this movie, it focuses on a character that was in the 4th installment, where it's a child actor played by Corey Feldman in the 4th one.
We've gone through this. Okay, yeah, I remember
he
this.
grows up, and now he's the one that's fighting. Well, not fighting Jason, but in this movie, I think it was hinted in the 4th one that he was going to eventually be the new Jason, because the 4th one, Part 4, was called The Final Chapter, and that was originally intended to be the final chapter of Jason Voorhees. But then they went to go on and make however many more sequels there were.
Too many.
But in this 5th one, it's just an awkward kind of stutter step here where they have Jason. Jason is technically in it in the beginning because there's like a flashback sequence and a dream sequence in it where there is actually like a Jason in the movie where he's had a couple of modifications. I couldn't tell you what they are right now.
I would expect you to know this, man.
But that's what NECA originally put out.
The flashback Jason.
Yeah.
Is what they put in originally.
Yeah, essentially the flashback Jason.
Okay.
And I think, people obviously like that and everything, but that's not who's killing everybody in the movie.
And that's what you need, the killer.
That's what you need. You need the copycat killer. So in the movie, this guy everybody thinks it's Jason that's just killing all these people. They think Jason's back. He's returned from the dead. And that ends up not being the case. At the very end, there's nothing that would suggest otherwise, that it's not, or that it's not Jason. There's nothing suggesting that Jason is not the killer. So at the end, it's just dropped on you like a bombshell. Like, oh wow, Jason's not the killer, because like this dude Jason at the time gets pushed like off the second story of a barn or something. I forget exactly what happens. And he gets impaled, and his mask kind of tears open, and it's this guy, Roy. And he's
just Roy.
From the beginning, he is a paramedic that I guess we stare at his face for like a couple of seconds, a little too long, because he's picking up from, we didn't know before, his dead son, who like somebody killed on the property or near around Camp Crystal Lake, I think. And there was an accident, so he's picking his son up, and he's mad because somebody killed his son. That's apparently his motive throughout the whole movie, to dress up like Jason Voorhees and kill all these random people. There's a lot of just random people. He just goes on a killing spree, like just not killing anybody in particular.
Because someone killed his son?
Yeah, somebody killed his son.
Okay.
That, I mean, I could tell you, I could go into way more detail about it, but it's not necessary. Anyway, this is the copycat killer. So what we thought we were already gonna get was the Part 5 Jason. We got that, and now it's just like now NECA's kind of teasing us with, ooh, yeah,
you're gonna get the copycat.
You're gonna get the copycat.
You're gonna
killer,
get Roy,
the actual literal killer. So they teased back in July. They teased a photo of just a hand, a creepy looking Jason hand holding up a flare that's kind of igniting. It kind of looks like the flare that like Ian Malcolm has in the new Jurassic Park Legacy collection. I don't know if you remember that accessory. Kind of looks like that, resembles that in a way. Painted, obviously, looks great. And we all, if you know your, Friday the 13th lore, you know that the only time Jason ever wielded, Jason ever wielded a flare was in Part 5. And it's not Jason, but, the only time
Roy.
that character ever wielded a flare was in Part 5. So
that's the dead giveaway then.
That's the dead giveaway.
Oh my God.
And now they recently, the week of Christmas, I believe, they tweeted out a picture of all of Jason's Roy's like weapons.
Yeah, let's not get confused.
And I mean, they look cool.
Yeah. They got the flare in there.
Specifically the flare. I mean, that's probably the most iconic kill in that movie, where it's one of his, I think it's his first kill in the movie, where he ignites a flare inside a car where somebody's, I think, driving the car, sitting in the passenger seat, and he shoves it down their throat. And that's always kind of a memorable kill from that movie. So it's exciting to see that. And it's funny, there's a couple of pieces in here that were taken from an original Roy figure from when they were doing like their Mego style figures back in like a couple years, I think like 2014 or 15 or something. They did like Mego action figures. So people called them out. They were just like, that's the same head shears and same like Bowie knife from that figure. It's a dead giveaway. If you read some of the tweets, it's too funny to not read that stuff. But it's just like, he has all these accessories. It's gonna look cool. I really feel like they're gonna do it. They're gonna do a great job. They're gonna have alternate heads, I have to imagine, where he's in his Jason form.
I would hope so.
And then ripped apart.
What if he's just paramedic form, just from the first part of the movie?
They would never do that, but that would be so tight.
Why would that be good?
I would love that, man. That'd be so weird and unique. Anyway, I think we're gonna get more of that come New York Toy Fair in February.
Okay.
So
get some more solidified news.
Yeah, I think they'll. I have to imagine they'll show like the prototypes, or if not the finished product, at New York Toy Fair. So I'm pumped to see that. NECA, you killing it.